Tonight, the Mid-Atlantic chapter of NATAS, the National Academy of Television Arts and Science, welcomes you to the Wyndham Grand Hotel in the heart of Pittsburgh's Golden Triangle. This evening, we've come together from across our chapter to celebrate excellence in television and to honor those professionals who have made exemplary contributions to the medium. I'm your announcer, Jim Buchanan, and now speaking on behalf of your Board of Governors and your chapter leadership, we want you to sit back and enjoy an evening designed to be sleek and stylish while preserving all of the surprises and excitement that you've come to expect on Emmy night. So let's get started by giving a warm welcome to the multiple Emmy Award recipient, a respected leader in the newsroom at KDKA CBS News Pittsburgh, and the honored president of our chapter. Here is Corey Martin.
Good evening and welcome to Pittsburgh. You know, the Steel City is known for a lot of things: pierogies, permanis, Iron City beer, bridges, tunnels, and steep city steps, Steelers, Penguins, and yes, the Pirates. But what you may not know is that Pittsburgh is also known as the birthplace of network television. 75 years ago, when Pittsburgh's first television station, WDTV, came on the air, it provided the final link of coaxial cable connecting all Dumont television stations in a network from the East Coast to the Midwest. That station is still on the air today, although since 1955, it's been known as KDKA. The television industry certainly has come a long way since those early days, but what has not changed all these decades later is our desire to share the world with our viewers, to tell great stories, and to stand tall in our unwavering commitment to quality broadcasting. All things we're honoring here tonight. Yes, thank you. In my second year as president of this chapter, the board and I remain committed to continuing to grow the chapter, not only in the number of members, but also in the diversity of that membership, and in the diversity of the exemplary content which we honor each year. We also remain deeply committed to our chapter's Next Gen Diversity and Broadcast Journalism Scholarship Fund. Our organization must support the talented young people who will serve as the next generation of journalists and storytellers. They are the future of our profession and, quite frankly, of this chapter. So I encourage you to donate to that fund, even just $5, by scanning the QR code found in your program book. Last year, our chapter took a brave step forward in trying to make your Emmy night experience a little more streamlined. For years, members asked us to pick up the pace while still leaving in all the fun, the drama, and the surprises that come on Emmy night. So last year, we moved your Emmy acceptance speeches backstage and began using an innovative platform to allow you to record your acceptance speech and share that monumental moment with anyone and everyone you want, not just those of us in this ballroom. If you weren't there or you don't remember how it works, here is one of our chapter's past presidents, Eric Heisler of PHCA, to walk you through it.
Is this thing on? All right, let's get right to it. By now, you've probably already heard that our speeches are going to be done a little differently this year, more efficiently, and in a way that lets you share your speeches with your own audiences on whichever platform is best for you. Here's how it's going to work. After you receive your statuette, you will be guided to our red carpeted speech station. You and anyone else part of your winning entry will gather around and record one 30-second speech. Remember, you will only get one take, just like you would if you were live on stage, and there is only one 30-second recording per winning entry. Once you are in front of the camera, you will tap the screen to start, wait for the countdown, and then begin recording your speech. The recording will automatically stop at 30 seconds. If your speech is shorter than 30 seconds, you can stop the video early. At this point, all you need to do is enter some information, your name and phone number, and we'll text you a clip of your speech within seconds. It's that easy. We look forward to hearing from you on the red carpet.
So that's how it works. But if you want to see that again, well, as an old school newscast line producer, I can tell you, we don't have time. In fact, we're probably already over because I've talked too long. But if everyone plays by the rules, we can all get to what we're really here for tonight, the after party and that giant Pittsburgh cookie table. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you're about to find out. I would like to extend a special welcome tonight to Terry O'Reilly, the chairman of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, who just happens to live and work right here in Pittsburgh. Thank you for joining with us to celebrate the Mid-Atlantic chapter this evening. Also, a special thanks to our chapter's board members, our executive director, Tara Facenda, and everyone who's had a hand in making tonight memorable. Good luck to this year's nominees. Enjoy your evening. Happy anniversary, Jeffrey. And now, on with the show.
Now let's take a moment to show our appreciation for a longtime sponsor of our Natus Mid-Atlantic chapter and of tonight's Emmy Awards, Philadelphia's TUTV, Temple University Television, and its home facility, the Cal and Lucille Rudman Media Production Center. Throughout this evening, we'll be introducing you to the 2024 class of distinguished inductees to our vaunted Natus Mid-Atlantic Gold and Silver Circles. Right now, we welcome the newest member of our Silver Circle Society. From Pittsburgh's WTAE-TV, we honor Reg Babonis.
Hi, I'm Reg Babonis Jr., the managing editor here at WTAE-TV. I would like to thank the NATAS Mid-Atlantic chapter for this prestigious award. It's very humbling. I'm very honored. It's very special to me because I was nominated by my peers, and that makes it very exciting. Again, I'd like to thank the NATAS Mid-Atlantic chapter for this honor of being inducted into the Silver Circle. It's been a long career, and this will be the climax of that career. Thank you again.
Please welcome our first Emmy presenter of the evening from WTAE right here in Pittsburgh. Here is Paul Van Osdol.
Thanks so much, Corey. Good evening. It's my pleasure to be with all of you for this elegant evening honoring the very best in television and associated media. In our first Emmy Award category tonight, we celebrate the most personal and intimate kind of reporting that we are privileged to do as journalists. Please turn to the big screen to meet your 2024 nominees for Outstanding Human Interest News Story.
The Baez Legacy, WGAL-TV. Miracle on the Highway, KDKA-TV. Postman retires, WGAL-TV. Just My Type, CBS News, Philadelphia. From West Philly to Harvard, CBS News, Philadelphia. La Artista Sione Iglesias, WFMZ-TV.
And the 2024 Emmy Award for Outstanding Human Interest News Story goes to Postman retires, WGAL-TV.
Every morning, for as long as anyone can remember, Mitch Detter
It's like letter, but with a D in front. So I was meant to be a mail carrier.
has organized his parcels, loaded up his mailbag.
Yeah. Today's not a normal day. It isn't. It's my last day after 39 years of doing the mail.
Over the years, he earned the nickname Super Mitch.
Well, he has 2 new hips, and he walks 11 miles a day, more than any, and then he'll oftentimes do his route.
All right. All right, the vibrant stories recognized in our next Emmy Award category celebrate some of life's greatest passions: family, food, culture, nature. Here are the nominees for lifestyle content presented in short form.
Everything comes from Mama. WPSU Penn State. Dolphinality. Greenleaf Productions Incorporated. Now and Forever. WHYY. Cantina La Martina. WHYY. Authentic Lives. Business and Community. WQED Multimedia.
And the 2024 Emmy goes to, well, we have a tie here. Now and Forever, WHYY.
I started making more money than them.
75% of tattoo artists are men. That's a statistic you'll find over and over again. One Columbia University study from 2010 reported even higher numbers. But today, more women get tattoos than men do. The industry is changing. And Now and Forever Tattoo in Philadelphia is a perfect example.
And the other award goes to Authentic Lives, Business and Community, WQED Multimedia.
I feel it's important to kind of be like a shop that's in the neighborhood that people can go to, and it can be accepting for queer people or accepting for like anybody.
We still very much need our safe spaces. We still very much need places to go where we can be our full selves, particularly trans people and gender non-conforming people.
Because I own my own business, I can set the rules here. And the rules are, there are no rules.
The nominees in the next award category lean heavily toward the eastern edge of our chapter, but they are high-voltage shows focusing on almost everything that fervent Philly sports fans could want. Eagles, Phillies, Sixers, the Union. The only things missing are a hoagie from Wawa and a tasty cake pie. Here are the 2024 nominees for Outstanding Sports Program as a one-time special.
Phillies, La Fiebre, Roja, Telemundo 62. Philadelphia Union Club Profile, Philadelphia Union. Eagles React, Wildest Mic'd Up Moments, Eagles Entertainment. Welcome Home Phillies, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Jeopardy, NBC Sports Philadelphia.
And this year's Emmy goes to Phillies, La Fiebre Roja, Telemundo 62. Oh, we have a tie. That's the first one.
Solecito de primavera, brisa coqueteando, un parque en espera y la arena en su punto. Ya tenemos la fórmula lista para el día de apertura. A ensuciar las pelotas con arcilla y agua, carburación de los lanzadores. El sonido de la madera se convierte en amenazas para los rivales. Como lo dice
And the other winner, Eagles React, Wildest Mic'd Up Moments, Eagles Entertainment.
Oh, I'm mic'd up. Everybody just goes from
I totally forgot, bro.
My bad. Forgot to tell y'all I'm mic'd up.
Should there be any kind of penalty?
I think there probably should be a penalty if you don't tell somebody.
All right, as we move on tonight, smart, engrossing reporting about the creative visions that enrich all of us are the hallmarks of our next Emmy category. Please turn to the big screens and sample the 2024 nominees for Outstanding Arts and Entertainment News Story.
Yoda on an Easel, CBS News Philadelphia. Their Portraits, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Sun Ra Orchestra is still inspired at 99, the Philadelphia Inquirer. 50 years of Philly hip-hop, the Philadelphia Inquirer. Dust and Noise, CBS News Philadelphia. Swingin' Out, a Lindy Hop story, WGAL-TV.
And the 2024 Emmy goes to Dust and Noise, CBS News Philadelphia.
Ultimately, I like to think of myself as a storyteller. Everything is just a moment in time. My name is Jonathan Mandel. I create wall-mounted panels and sculptures using tile.
The next Emmy Award will be our first of the evening bestowed for a craft achievement. Please check out the exceptional work done by the 2024 nominees for editing a spot announcement.
Greg Loskar, KDKA-TV. Kent Weaver, Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
And the Emmy for Editor Spot announcement goes to Kent Weaver, Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Here come the Pirates! Look at this laser! Oh my! You gotta be kidding me! Praise the Jolly Roger! What a great night to be a Pirate!
Okay, up next, Emmy recognizes vibrant stories about our children, their teachers, and the lessons they share both in and out of the classroom. Here are the 2024 nominees for Outstanding Education and Schools News.
Do More with Less, CBS News Philadelphia. Learning on Horseback, WTAJ-TV. And the Icarus Lab, Sleep and Spaceflight, WLVT PBS 39.
This year's Emmy goes to Do More with Less, CBS News Philadelphia.
Each day there's going to be a different folder, and then I'm going to put...
School's back at Evans Elementary in Yeadon, and it's another year where this district will struggle to make ends meet. What do you need?
We need all the things.
What are all of the things? Money.
Yes, of course.
Nicole Miller's taught kindergarten for 20 years.
Up next, Emmy recognizes this year's Outstanding Interview Discussion Program, produced as long-form content. The 2024 nominees include a reunion with a beloved Pittsburgh broadcaster, a close-up look at a firebrand in Philadelphia City Council, and much, much more. Please check them out on the big screens.
The 302, Three Generations of Wyeths, WFMZ-TV. Diálogo con la ex-concejal María Quiñones, Telemundo 62. Holocaust Warnings, Anti-Semitism, WVIA-TV. Park It, Catching Up with Kelly Fry, KDKA-TV.
And the 2024 Emmy Award goes to Holocaust Warnings, Anti-Semitism, WVIA-TV.
I'm a victim, I'm a survivor,
I'm a mourner.
A gunman armed with an AR-15 assault rifle.
7 of my congregants were shot dead in my sanctuary. It starts with speech. Words of hate.
In the next hour, join us as we explore the genesis of hate. We'll look at spiking rates of anti-Semitism. We'll explore civic participation and whether American democracy is at risk.
Up next, compelling tales of life-altering journeys of the relentless struggle for freedom and of an ornate mansion where the past comes to life. Here are the 2024 nominees for Outstanding Historical and Cultural News Report.
Platform for Opportunity, CBS News Philadelphia. Ivory Coast, A Trip of a Lifetime, Fox 29. March on Washington, 60th Anniversary, CBS News Philadelphia. Our Missing Underground Railroad, KDKA TV. The Last American Versailles, CBS News Philadelphia.
And the 2024 Emmy goes to March on Washington, 60th Anniversary, CBS News Philadelphia.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed.
Dr. King also was pointing towards what was still yet to be done. And I think that that's where we come in.
Enon Tabernacle Baptist Church pastor Dr. Alan Waller leads one of the biggest congregations in the Philadelphia area. We sat down with him to talk about how the March on Washington changed the country and the strides that still need to be made decades later. He has a very special connection to Dr. King, summed up in this picture proudly displayed in his church office, taken 4 years after the March on Washington.
And now Emmy salutes another respected 2024 inductee to our Mid-Atlantic Silver Circle. We honor one of the most respected voices of the Susquehanna Valley, longtime News 8 meteorologist Joe Calhoun.
I can't say it enough how honored I am to receive this award and be entered into the Silver Circle. I want to thank the Academy and my peers for bringing me into this prestigious group. I also want to wish best of luck to all the nominees tonight. I hope that most of the winners come from Channel 8 because I understand that the more we win, the more the boss buys in the after party, but I'm just saying. Anyway, I wasn't really much for awards over the years, but I do realize that there is some really excellent work that takes place. My colleagues probably are tired of hearing me say this, but I was just a kid from Philly who grew up, whose dad kept a boat docked down the shore. You can tell I'm from Philly if I say down the shore. Well, I spent most springs, summers, and part of falls down the shore on a boat, and I got interested in weather, and that was my fascination, and I went to Penn State to pursue that. It just happened that I got into television, and as I often say, I don't forecast the weather so I can be on TV. I was on TV so I could forecast the weather, and I think there is a distinction there. But regardless, I appreciate this honor, and I thank you very much.
Before we bring out the next presenter, we'd like to introduce you to this year's Next Gen Diversity in Broadcast Journalism Scholarship. The Dallas Board of Governors is committed to funding the annual scholarship and would appreciate your help. Please take a few moments to hear now from this year's scholarship recipient, Sophia Serbo.
Good evening. My name is Sofia Alessandra Sanchez-Serbo, and I'm a media and communications major with an emphasis in journalism and a minor in sports media at East Tennessee State University in Johnson City, Tennessee. I'm extremely honored to be this year's recipient of the 2024 Next Gen Diversity in Broadcast Journalism Scholarship. I want to thank the Mid-Atlantic chapter of the National Academy of Television, Arts and Sciences for this scholarship. As a young woman from a diverse background, it can be harder for my voice to be heard, and I would like to make my mark in the journalism world and pursue my dreams. So thank you again for this scholarship, and tonight's banquet attendees, I wish you all a wonderful evening.
To donate to the scholarship, please scan the QR code on page 26 in your program book. And now we continue with tonight's Emmy Award presentation. Please welcome Brian Roche from WGAL in Lancaster.
Good evening, everyone. Great to be here in Pittsburgh tonight, the home of the best NFL team in Pennsylvania. Six-time Super Bowl champions. Okay, now we know where the Philly and the Pittsburgh contingents are. Thank you very much. While I have the mic, I want to send out a sincere and heartfelt congratulations to my friend Joe Calhoun. You just saw his video. Very happy for him to be inducted into the Silver Circle. No one deserves it more than Joe. He's been a great dedicated employee and a great dedicated individual for our community in the Susquehanna Valley. So let's move on. In our next award category, Emmy recognizes excellence in community service, from raising awareness and marshaling support for hunger, homelessness, and even Black maternal mortality. Here are the nominees.
42nd Annual KDKA TV Turkey Fund, KDKA TV. Team Allied Services and You, WNEP TV. Our Town, Big Valley, Penn State Public Media. Black Maternal Mortality Epidemic, WPHL TV. WGAL 8 Community Service, WGAL TV. Project Bundle Up, WTAE TV. Philadelphia Union Community Service, Philadelphia Union.
And the Emmy goes to Our Town, Big Valley, Penn State Public Media.
Welcome to Our Town. The Kishica-Quillis, or Big Valley, is located in the heart of Mifflin County, Pennsylvania. Big Valley offers 27 miles of patchwork farm fields and small-town charm. Join us as several residents show and tell what makes this valley a great place to live. Your friends and neighbors welcome you to Our Town, Big Valley.
Up next, we honor the engaging and informative short-form stories that are focused on health, science, and the environment. Here are the 2024 nominees.
Science History Institute, WHYY. My First Colonoscopy, Penn Medicine. Rare Air, WHYY. Barcode of Life, Thorn Media. From the Ether, Thorn Media. How Plants Can Save the World, Thorn Media.
There are two winners in this category. Barcode of Life, Thorn Media.
I think, to my parents' concern, all of my early memories relate to biodiversity, not them for the most part. When I was 5 and I walked out and saw a chunk of limestone, and in it was this perfectly preserved trilobite, and opened the door to deep time biodiversity. It's sort of an amulet. I still got it all these years later.
A bear's childhood fascination with the moths and millipedes of Canada would unfold into the career of a university biologist, with far-flung expeditions to remote Australia, Papua New Guinea, the Arctic.
And the second winner, also Thorn Media, How Plants Can Save the World.
Mass migrations, flooded coasts, instability in supply chains. The problem seems bigger than any of us, and yet one geneticist is rising to the challenge. Joanne Corey believes plants can save the world.
So I'm a good example of what happens in 2 generations of an immigrant family. I know how to cook the Lebanese food, and I know some swear words, but I don't remember any of the other nice words my parents said.
This year, the Olympics reminded us the great sports stories do so much more than feature the game, the score, the match, or the rankings. They connect us to the athletes in the uniforms and the coaches who stand behind them. That's the case with these powerful nominees for Sports Story Short Form.
Kai and Charlotte, Philadelphia Union. Chris Letang's 1,000th game ceremony video, Pittsburgh Penguins. Winslow's winning coach, Bill Belton, WHYY. John Luddig Jam Session, Pittsburgh Penguins. Huddy Tuddy walk-on story, West Virginia University. And Flyers Hall of Fame Mark Recchi tribute, Philadelphia Flyers.
And the winner is the Flyers Hall of Fame, the Mark Recchi tribute, the Philadelphia Flyers.
It does not make people here ever forget Bob Clark, who has spoken with Recchi as of today.
It's a great place to play. I mean, there's nothing better than that feeling.
Our next award honors the programs that are as much fun to make as they are to watch. That's unusual in this business. Here are the nominees for Entertainment Long Form.
2023 Startup Lehigh Valley, WFMZ TV. Eric Ian, Farmer and Friends, WPSU Penn State. 2024 Philadelphia Mummers Parade, WFMZ TV. Pocono Showcase, Christian Porter, Blue Ridge Communications.
And the winner is the 2023 Startup Lehigh Valley from WFMZ.
JMAD Creations, LLC. Our first contestant tonight is Jonathan Maderick, founder of his company, JMAD Creations, LLC. Let's give it up for Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Here he is. Step right over here for me, sir.
Hey. Would she like this? Okay, the bread and butter of our industry, daily news reporters. They remain part of the backbone of a great newscast, consistently covering the most important and impactful events of each and every day. Representing the Philadelphia and Lancaster markets, here are the nominees for Craft Achievement in Daily News Reporting.
Joe Holden, CBS News, Philadelphia. Ryan Hughes, CBS News, Philadelphia. And Jeremy Jenkins, WGAL TV.
And the winner is, from Philadelphia, Ryan Hughes, CBS News.
The musicians will no longer be able to play between 9th and 12th Streets, the busier part of the boardwalk.
The restrictions are going to affect things a little bit, you know. I mean, they're certainly not going to affect my performances.
And another restriction, the boardwalk performers will only be able to play music between 7 and 10 o'clock at night. These new rules go into effect between...
Our hometown guest will surely recognize our next Silver Circle Award recipient. He's brought you the news here on WTAE for the better part of 3 decades now, and continues to share his talents with students and nonprofit organizations all across the region. Let's learn more now about Mike Clark.
Congratulations to all of the Silver Circle inductees, and sincere thanks to the Mid-Atlantic chapter for this honor. There are so many journalists I'd like to thank, beginning with my first mentor, Mark Schumacher, who connected me to his agent, Shirley Barish. Shirley introduced me to broadcasting legend Fred Young, who hired me at Channel 4, promising me that our family would love his hometown of Pittsburgh. I'm grateful for Fred's 3 decades of honesty and integrity, and for encouraging me to teach at his alma mater, Duquesne University. I'm grateful to Jim Hefner and Tom Petner, my first managers, for their trust. To Michelle Wright, my first friend and co-anchor, for her warm welcome and her love. and all of my WTAE teammates for their loyal support. A special thanks to John Conomikes, Mike Hayes, and all of my managers for keeping me here at the anchor desk and for giving me the opportunity to field anchor, reporting on important stories here and around the world, while also serving our neighbors as a volunteer for many nonprofit organizations. I'm forever grateful to my mom and dad and 3 brothers for our dinner table conversations, teaching me the art of storytelling and to how to faithfully serve others. Finally, and most importantly, mega thanks to my wife Terry and our 4 children, Michael, Matthew, Danielle, and Anthony, for their love and their many sacrifices. You guys, along with Samantha and Sam, are my life. You give me purpose and hope beyond reason, looking back on our family's journey, looking up above, and looking ahead to a happy future. Once again, thank you so much, and may God bless you all.
Congratulations, Mike. In our business, we love a good writer. The nominees in our next category take 26 letters, and they work their magic to tell a story that's compelling, emotional, and engaging. Here are the writers honored for excellence in their craft.
Clara Lehman, Coat of Arms. Matt DeLucia, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Jackie Ferris, Xylazine Crisis, WFMZ TV. Jackie Ferris, WFMZ TV.
And the winner is Jackie Ferris for the Xylazine Crisis.
All that we know about xylazine, why would anyone expose themselves to it? Meet Daryl. He just turned 40.
So what happened this morning?
This morning, I did a bag, and it's like with the xylazine stuff, trank they call it. When you do it, you pretty much just pass out. And I guess the last thing I remember was walking down the street, and the next thing I knew, the police were shaking me, waking me up, and I was laying on the ground in front of the porta potty.
Okay. A great promo. We all love being in them, right, guys? Those of us who are on the air. Grabs your attention within a matter of seconds, honoring the year's best work to promote news and programs. Here are the 2024 nominees.
Unapologetically Pittsburgh, KDKA TV. Crowded Cubicle, WPVI TV. Real Pitt Story, Thomas Rubino, University of Pittsburgh. The Lost Children of Carlisle promo, very local. The Past, Present, and Future of Medicine, Penn Medicine.
And the Emmy goes to Unapologetically Pittsburgh, KDKA.
Welcome to Pittsburgh.
Where no one's surprised by that quick left of the light.
That's a Pittsburgh left.
When everyone knows what a chair on a road means.
That's a parking chair.
Where we have 2 seasons. Mud season.
Well, the good news is the rain has stopped and the water actually started.
We're happy about that one, apparently. All right, moving on. The National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences is committed to supporting the next generation of media professionals. And we are proud to present our first College and University Student Production Award of the evening to the best up-and-coming storytellers throughout the Mid-Atlantic region. Here are the nominees.
Navigating Inequality from the Sidelines, Temple University TUTV. Temple Pilots Final Call, Temple University TUTV. We Need to Talk, Let's Get Real, Temple University TUTV. A World Inside Another, University of Delaware. Off Campus Episode 12, Drexel University.
And the Emmy goes to Temple University for Navigating Inequality from the Sidelines.
Are there like small racial comments? Like, I don't want Beyonce giving me my sports.
A man could work 100%, a woman has to work 150%.
Who did you sleep with? Who's your dad in the industry? What school did you go to?
Are you just trying to find your husband?
We never wear skirts or dresses.
Any top is gonna look tight when you have a chest. Like, that's what happens.
And now we return to our professional Emmy categories. Here are this year's nominees for Outstanding Environment Science News.
Atlantic City's Coastal Gamble, CBS News Philadelphia. Green Burials, NBC 10 Philadelphia. East Palestine, 1 year later, KDKA TV. AI Voice Cloning, WPXI TV. EV Chargers, NBC 10 Philadelphia.
And the Emmy goes to East Palestine, 1 year later, KDKA.
We were home because it was chemically contaminated and we knew it was going to kill us, and now we have nowhere to go. And it's not our fault.
An emotional Zsuzsa Jenis 12 months later. This hotel room in Cranberry, Butler County is now her home, where she and her 10-year-old son are surrounded by belongings they were able to salvage.
Everything had this Drano smell to it, and immediately it was nauseating. I had to throw out baby pictures, you know.
And finally, we recognize another of our 2024 Natus Mid-Atlantic Silver Circle inductees. Someone who grew up in the chapter and has spent most of his career serving viewers in central Pennsylvania. From Fox 43 in York, even though he's a competitor, we respect him very much, Evan Forrester from Fox 43.
Broadcast journalism started for me in 1986 in southern West Virginia. Young, a full head of hair, big mustache, trench coat, working 12-hour days for little money and loving every minute of it. I took that love of journalism, that mustache, and that trench coat to several television stations around the country, where at each stop I learned from talented professionals about what it takes to truly be part of a news team. 30 years ago, I returned to my hometown to help launch the news operation at WPMT Fox 43. Over the years, well, the mustache disappeared, the hair turned gray, and the trench coat no longer fits. Yet the love of the job continues. I want to thank my Fox 43 colleagues and my bosses for their ongoing support and for putting up with my back-in-the-day stories. I also really want to thank my wife of 30 years, Vicki, for being my sounding board and for how she and our 2 children dealt with me working nights all these years, and for understanding the sometimes crazy demands of my broadcast journalism career. I am humbled, honored, and grateful to be with all of you tonight and to be inducted into the Silver Circle Society. And a special word of thanks to those who nominated me for this prestigious recognition.
Don't forget the after party with the infamous Pittsburgh Cookie Table. And the party kicks off after the awards presentation is over. Exit the ballroom and join us across the foyer to keep celebrating tonight. And now from NBC 10 in Philadelphia, please welcome to the stage, Michelle Rotella.
Well, good evening, everyone. Sometimes a news story starts when you walk in the door, and it ends when you sign off with your live shot. Others can last days, weeks, or even months, and these are the nominees that went the distance to deliver for their viewers. The nominees for continuing coverage are
Incertidumbre tras el fin del título 42. Telemundo 62. The 14-Day Manhunt. NBC 10, Philadelphia. Crescent Township House Explosion Aftermath. KDKA TV. Tracking an Escaped Murderer. CBS News Philadelphia. Plum House Explosion. WPXI TV. Medical misdiagnosis. A doctor accused. WFMZ TV.
And the Emmy Award goes to Tracking an Escaped Murderer, CBS News, Philadelphia.
And breaking right now at 5 on CBS News Philadelphia, a convicted killer escapes Chester County Prison. Now an urgent manhunt is underway, and authorities are saying this man has nothing to lose. The hunt is still on for a man sentenced to life in prison who escaped this morning. Good evening. I'm UQ Washington.
I'm Jessica Cartalia. Danilo Cavalcante walked out of the Chester County Prison today. He is considered extremely dangerous. CBS News Philadelphia reporter Kim Hudson is in Chester County with a very
Well, when you have a region with two amazing sports towns in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, oftentimes the rivalry goes beyond the playing field. It can become a competition between video production teams as well. The nominees for a live sports program are
Fox 29 Game Day, Fox 29. Celebrate 68, Yager Retirement Ceremony, Pittsburgh Penguins.
And the Emmy goes to Celebrate 68, Jagger Retirement Ceremony, Pittsburgh Penguins.
And that someday is today. And now on this night filled with nostalgia, there really is only one voice that should bring Jaromir Jagr back onto the ice here in Pittsburgh.
Number 68, Jaromir Jagr.
With our next category, we recognize excellence and innovation in the use of interactive videos. And here are the nominees.
Trigger Goes Click, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Phillies Red October Live Q&A, NBC Sports Philadelphia.
And the Emmy goes to Trigger Goes Click, NBC 10 Philadelphia.
You can view our entire series on our website with full responses from social media companies and more real-world cases where social media and violence collide. NBC10.com.
Just introduce ourselves as we talk about this new NBC 10 special report. I'm Randy Gyllenhaal, reporter for the morning show.
Hey, Whitman, digital team.
So our TV side and our digital side combined to do this in-depth reporting that you may have seen over the past 3 days on the impacts between...
As journalists, it is our responsibility to have a finger on the pulse of our communities. What are the most important issues that our viewers are facing? This next category recognizes excellence in covering societal concerns, short-form stories.
Voices, Impact of Gun Violence, WQED Multimedia. Delaney's Story, Mind Over Matter, WVIA TV. Level Up Philly, WHYY. How to Get Along in Polarizing Times, the production Pocket Knife LLC.
And the Emmy goes to Delaney's story, Mind Over Matter, WVIA TV.
Something is missing. You need real, says Callie. Callie, it's her name. Pete, Bob, and Callie. His go-kart is the fastest.
First time I noticed signs of anxiety in Delaney was right after COVID, when the whole world was shutting down. She was taken out of preschool, wasn't around her friends anymore, couldn't really see family or friends besides our immediate family. And that's when we kind of noticed her becoming shut down, became sort of a shell of herself.
Our next nominees have an ability. They can take viewers to a place that they physically cannot go, but they have the vision to make it possible. The nominees for photographer content are
Andrew McIntyre, Pittsburgh Penguins. Alexander Monelli, WVIA TV.
And this year's Emmy goes to Alexander Manelli, WVIA TV.
I'm at a clinic in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania this summer, and here comes, Southern Columbia's players. And so we were in a drill, offensive line drill, and one of Southern Columbia's players jumped offside, and he immediately took himself out of the drill and did 25 push-ups without being told. And another kid from Southern Columbia came into the drill until he was done, and then they replaced us.
We now pause to hear from another Distinguished Silver Circle honoree. She is a producer who has helped tell hundreds of important stories in the community. Here is Fox 29's Berlinda Garnett.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. He has opened so many doors for me, and I am forever grateful to him. I would also like to thank my late father, Calvin, who encouraged me to read everything. My father would often give me the newspaper after he finished reading it and challenged me to come up with a better ending. Little did I know he was planting a seed. Thank you to the late Aisel Moore, who stressed the importance of being in the newsroom, and the late Edie Huggins, who always encouraged me to take pride in telling the great stories we know exist in the Black community. Thank you to my Fox 29 family and to Natus for this wonderful award. Thank you to my sister Lisa, who is my greatest cheerleader, and my late mother Maddie, who I lost in February. I miss my mother. I know that she's here today, looking down and telling me how proud she is of me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Well, we are storytellers, and sometimes we need a little longer than the standard 90 seconds to showcase our craft, especially when discussing stories that involve history. Our nominees for historical and cultural long-form content are
Uptown Theater, Movies, Music, and Memories, WHYY. The End of the Vet, 20 years later, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Black History Month, CBS News, Philadelphia. And The Total Gift, a Katherine Drexel story, Joyful Films.
And the Emmy goes to The Total Gift, a Katherine Drexel story, Joyful Films.
Tomb of St. Katherine Drexel, located here in our basilica, invites us to get to know the story of this famous Philadelphia saint, someone who spent her fortune in the service of those who are on the margins of society. The legacy of St. Katherine Drexel is manifold, but especially we see her as someone
Crime stories are more than just reporting on the terrible actions of the accused. The best ones are often a voice for victims seeking justice. Here are the nominees for Crime Justice News.
Abused in the Classroom, KDKA TV. Brutal Ataque contra Empleada, Telemundo 62. Close Call or Wake Up Call, CBS News, Philadelphia. Accused Scammers Caught in Sting, WGAL TV. A Father's Fight for Freedom, WGAL TV. Justicia para Eddie Irizarry, Telemundo 62. Deal with the Devil, WFMZ TV. The Skinhead Murders Resentencing, WFMZ TV.
And this year's Emmy goes to The Skinhead Murders Resentencing, WFMZ TV.
Nearly 3 decades after they murdered 3 members of their family, brothers Brian and David Freeman returned to a courtroom to relive the deadliest decision of their lives. The year was 1995. Madonna topped the pop charts. Friends and Seinfeld dominated must-see TV.
Yada, yada, yada. I'm still single.
And everyone was doing the Macarena.
Well, we all know commercials exist to inform people about a product, and you get excited about what it's all about. Tonight, we honor the best commercials in our region, and the nominees are
Medicare for you, you, and you. WellSpan Health. Fighting cancer together. WellSpan Health. Medicare for you, you, and you too. WellSpan Health. The Night Before Christmas. Bully Max. A new era of orange. New uniform unveil. Philadelphia Flyers.
And the Emmy goes to A New Era of Orange, New Uniform Unveil, Philadelphia Flyers.
Getting some space. Going to the hit from the puck. He scores!
Our student journalists represent the future of the industry. This year, we honor the work of these 4 Penn State reporters covering both news on campus and abroad. The nominees for College News Report are
Former Penn State student fights back in revenge porn case, Penn State University. Estonia's past influences current military stance, Penn State University. Student groups organized Protest for Palestine, Penn State University. Girl Power, Women Empowerment in Estonia, Penn State University.
And this year's Emmy Award goes to Estonia's past influences, current military stance, Penn State University.
On a cold and snowy day, soldiers in this forest are training for a potentially worst-case scenario, a Russian attack on Estonia. This is the Tapa military base, less than 70 miles from the Russian border. The Estonian military granted access to our camera crew to see these soldiers in action. Howitzer crew leader Martin Lasik says he's ready to defend his country.
This Silver Circle inductee was a Gator that started his career in the southeastern U.S. He came to Pittsburgh in 1985, delighting viewers ever since. From WPXI in Pittsburgh, please check out the big screens to hear from David Johnson.
I've always wanted to say, I'd like to thank the Academy. Well, now I can. So, Academy, thank you very much for this great honor. I've been here at WPXI for almost 40 years and in the business as a whole for more than 45. I know I don't look that old, but I am, believe me. And it's also really nice to be inducted into the Silver Circle along with a few of my good friends who are no doubt far more deserving than I am. So again, thank you. I really appreciate this. This means a lot to me.
Don't forget to scan the code in your booklet to make your donation to the chapter's scholarship fund. You can find the QR code on page 26 of the program that you have on you for tonight. Let's welcome our next presenter, Lisa Sylvester from WPXI.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here this evening. With the bright lights, I can tell you I really can't see anyone out there, but I do want to say congratulations to my co-anchor, David Johnson, for receiving his award. All right, and let's show some love for our morning newscast, shall we? Showing up to work in the middle of the night. Morning news teams may not have the most glamorous hours, but they are the most important for getting everyone's day started on the right foot. So here are the nominees for Best Morning Newscast in Market 39 and smaller.
ABC 27 News Daybreak, WHTM ABC 27. News 8 Today, WGAL TV. Morning Snow, WPMT Fox 43.
And the Emmy goes to ABC 27 News Daybreak, WHTM ABC 27. Congratulations.
Now, live with breaking news. This is ABC 27 News Daybreak.
6 o'clock on this Monday morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm James Crummell.
And I'm Allie Lanyon. We'll get to weather and traffic in just a few minutes. But first, we want to begin with that breaking news. A fire at the historic Broad Street Market in Harrisburg.
Flames tore through the building overnight, which is a popular destination for many. Kayla Schmidt live this morning for us in Harrisburg. And as the sun comes up,
I always love the excitement. Congratulations. Very, very happy for them. All right, this past year has been a momentous one in Philadelphia politics. The city elected its first woman mayor, Sherelle Parker, and Philadelphia news stations were exemplary in their coverage of this historic event. Here are the nominees for long-form political content.
Philadelphia's next mayor, Fox 29. Philadelphia's 100th mayor, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Elecciones Primaria in Philadelphia, Telemundo 62.
And the Emmy Award goes to Elecciones Primarias in Philadelphia, Telemundo 62.
¿A quién endosará en las primarias por la alcaldía de Filadelfia? La ex aspirante respaldará a Sherelle Parker, quien a su entender se ha comprometido con alcanzar los objetivos de la agenda latina. Nosotros entrevistamos a la ex concejal y le preguntamos por qué decidió endosar a Parker.
Cuando yo me lancé para la alcaldía lo hice porque entendía que Filadelfia necesitaba una...
Our next category takes us inside the classroom to shine a spotlight on the incredible work by our educators and the challenges that they face every day. Here are the nominees for short-form stories on education and schools.
The Gift of Education, Pixel Quiche Film and Animation. Cartoon Academy, The Everglades, WQED Multimedia. How to Manage Big Back-to-School Feelings, the Production Pocket Knife LLC. Moment in History, The Moonshot, the Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School.
And this year's award goes to Cartoon Academy, the Everglades, WQED Multimedia.
The beautiful swamps and wetlands of the South. From Okefenokee Swamp to Ding Darling Park. We're going to visit the Florida Everglades, drawing 3 characters, a manatee, a flamingo, and a cute little turtle. Let's draw. We're going to start with our manatee's eye. It's an oval shape.
Well, one of the hardest jobs for a photojournalist is telling a story without a reporter track. These nominees are the exception. They are the ones who absolutely thrive on that freedom. Please meet the nominees for video essay.
The Lands at Hillside Farms, WVIA TV. No Ordinary Joe, CBS News, Philadelphia. Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, Focus Journalism.
And the Emmy goes to Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, Focus Journalism.
The presence of the Hispanic community has changed many things, you know, in a way, the face of this town. We were lucky. Because in the past, we had some bad experiences, like in Hazleton. I think it was back in 2009, 10. Hispanic families were not welcome. They couldn't rent a house. Thanks to the God, things like that, we didn't see.
The nominees in our next category help create the visuals when the video just isn't there. The nominees for graphic arts work are
Giuseppe Esposito, Pittsburgh Penguins. Clara Lehman, Coat of Arms.
and, let's see, Clara Lehman, Coat of Arms. And we will move on with our next category. Human interest stories are the ones that capture the heart and the soul of the individual, and they amplify it onto a screen in a way where it's impossible not to feel emotion. Here are the nominees for human interest short form content.
Brenda Tate, Making a Difference, WQED Multimedia. Bonus Days, Allison's Story, Countess Communications. What We Face, Slava's Family, Fox 29. Andre's Story, Keystone Health, WVIA TV.
And the winner goes to Brenda Tate, Making a Difference, WQED Multimedia.
I remember one day in a bar, I saw a sign. They were hiring housing authority police. And this was the first time in history that they were hiring women.
Brenda was one of the first female police officers to come.
Well, since they burst onto the soccer scene nearly 15 years ago, not only has the Philadelphia Union grown on the pitch, but their video production remains as high quality as ever. It was the only entry deemed high enough to earn a nomination, as well as this year's Emmy for Sports Excellence. And the Emmy Award goes to... Why do I think this one is not going to be a surprise? Philadelphia Union, Philadelphia Union.
They used to scare me to style, but now instead of the proud, as I really did it, I hopped in the mic and I set them all down. Hey, look at me now. Look at me now, I'm feeling so confident, shutting them down. I did it alone, and not with the crowds. One of the things that I'm doing, and I am just working on it every day. So, I'm gonna take my crown and stand and put mine in your face. Ha!
Congratulations to them. Well, there has been, and there will be, a lot of discussion tonight about sports teams. The best teams, though, are the teams in this room, along with the Steelers, but we're talking now the category of newsrooms. And when a big story is going on, these newsrooms covered the big story as a team better than anybody else. The nominees for team coverage are
Decisión 2023, Primarias in Philadelphia, Telemundo 62. Beloved couple dead in house explosion, WPXI TV. And Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, CBS News, Philadelphia.
And the Emmy goes to Decisión 2023, Primarias in Philadelphia, Telemundo 62.
Y mire, hace 10 horas ya abrieron esos colegios de votación en la ciudad del Amor Fraternal y otras partes de Pensilvania.
Hoy los electores demócratas de todo Filadelfia elegirán quién de los 9 aspirantes será su candidato para la alcaldía de la ciudad.
Y el voto hispano vuelve a ser clave y con la salida de la única aspirante latina en la contienda, algunos votantes tuvieron que tomar otras decisiones.
Y mire, por eso es que tenemos cobertura en equipo. Desde tempranas horas de la mañana nos hemos mantenido vigilantes a este proceso electoral.
Con reporteros destacados en puntos clave, Isabel Sánchez.
And now we turn again to our student journalists. These nominees prove why sports is news. The nominees for College Sports Story or segment are
Bird's Eye View, Field Hockey, Messiah University. The Indomitable Heart of Liv Monturo, Messiah University. Novice on the Water, Temple University, TUTV. Rallying for Max, Penn State University. A to Z with basketball coaches Amy and Zach, Drexel University. More than a medal at stake, Penn State University. Center County is key spot for fastest growing high school sport, Penn State University.
And the pillar goes to More Than a Medal at Stake, Penn State University.
I really love this sport, you know. I'm like all my life in a sports and in a basketball, and I'm happy. I'm happy.
Ivar Kuzma has coached basketball for almost 20 years. He's now at the helm of his alma mater, Audentis, a prep school in Tallinn. To him, and many Estonians, this sport is a symbol of their identity, with roots in their struggle for freedom.
And I want to congratulate all of the recipients this evening. But before I leave, I want to introduce you to our next Silver Circle Society inductee. She is a Penn State graduate who has spent her career at WJAC. Let us meet Jen Johnson.
Hi. This honor really came at the right time for me. I'd been struggling with my health, and honestly, there were days I probably should have stayed home, but I didn't. Why? Because being a journalist is part of what defines me, not my disease. I have multiple sclerosis, and my career is my medicine. I know every one of you here tonight can relate. that even in our darkest days, we show up. Why do I love this job so much? I love it because of all of you. Off or on camera, you're driven by your heart, your talent, and your instinct. You're gritty, you're tenacious, and damn, are you funny. You're some of the most selfless people I have ever met. You show up to help our communities, to uncover the unthinkable, to expose the truth or get answers for those who have nowhere else to turn. We are one tribe, and our purpose is the same. I truly am the luckiest girl in the world, not because of what I do, but also because of who is beside me. My husband, Bob, and my children, Liza and Jake. Your love is my greatest award. To my friends and colleagues, I owe all of my success to you. This honor also belongs to you. To my fellow inductees, congratulations, and to the Mid-Atlantic chapter, I give you my sincerest gratitude.
And now joining us is Amy Lutz from WPMT Fox 43 in York.
Good evening, everyone. How yins doing? Okay, so what happened overnight? Do I need an umbrella this morning? Where are the traffic backups? These are all questions answered every day by the nominees in our next category, Morning Newscast in a Larger Market. And the nominees are
September 14th, 2023, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Tragedy at Drevensburg, WTAE TV. Neighborhood Under Siege, WPXI TV. Noticiero Teleosiero Telemundo 62 al mediodía, Telemundo 62. KDKA TV Morning News, KDKA TV.
And the Emmy goes to WTAE TV, Tragedy in Dravensburg.
Good afternoon, I'm Elena LaQuatra. We have been covering every moment of this major breaking news story ever since you saw our live coverage during Good Morning America cut-ins earlier this morning. Now this noon, our team has every angle covered from the latest in the investigation, what witnesses are saying, and what we've learned at Children's Hospital, where some of the injured young individuals were taken. We're going to start.
The next Emmy honors excellence in historical or cultural-related programming content. The nominees for historical cultural short form are
Keystone Stories, State Parks, WPSU Penn State. Pittsburgh and the Great Migration, WQED Multimedia. Refocus, WHYY. And the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, Focus Journalism.
And the Emmy goes to Pittsburgh and the Great Migration, WQED.
This is a chapter of Pittsburgh history that every Pittsburgher should know. The story of our city, which was really transformed by the Great Migration.
Cars are so important for mobility. African Americans were able to go to places that had differing laws that allowed them more freedoms.
Our next category, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, honors excellence in journalistic coverage focused on raising awareness of these topics. Here are the nominees.
Shaping a Sharper Image, CBS News, Philadelphia. The World Through Morgan's Lens, WPMT, Fox 43. La Historia de Jimena Violante, Telemundo 62. Cobertura de la Convención Latina de Pie, FMZ TV.
We have a tie. One of the first Emmys goes to WPMT, The World Through Morgan's Lens.
On a busy day at the sweetest place on earth.
Excuse me.
A friendly voice with a bright flash is making memories last.
Nothing stops me.
Morgan Smoker is one of the first faces you'll see at Hershey Park and might be the first person.
And the other Emmy goes to Telemundo 62.
En las cuerdas de su jarana, Jimena plasma creatividad, talento y un profundo orgullo por sus raíces mexicanas.
Tenga la bondad de oírme
Profesor, actor, músico, cantante, inmigrante. Su comunidad celebra hoy los roles que representa, pero en el andar, sus pasos no siempre estuvieron acompañados de aceptación.
Toda mi niñez me impusieron ciertas cosas, ciertas expectativas.
Well, we know you guys love seeing the big plays made by your favorite sports team, Steelers. Sorry. It's a highlight that is just not long enough, right? The nominees in sports program, post-produced or edited, have shown excellence in daily or weekly shows, and the nominees are
Andrew McCutcheon, The Return, AT&T Sportsnet. Brandon Graham, Mic'd Up versus Bills, Eagles Entertainment. Sixers All Access, The Franchise, Philadelphia 76ers. In the Room, Consistency of Success, Pittsburgh Penguins. Unscripted, The Road to Redemption, Eagles Entertainment.
the Emmy goes to In the Room, Consistency of Success, Pittsburgh Penguins.
Them to follow me around, like Sandy Lyle. Come on, get up! Growing the game here, fellas, growing the game.
We welcome you aboard for this one, everybody, from our perch on the Mike Lang media level and alongside the old 2-9er Phil Bork. I am Josh Getzoff. Penguins back on home ice after taking 2 of a possible 4 points on that Central Division back-to-back with massive points hanging in the balance as the Pens battle their rival, the Washington Capitals.
Our next category honors excellence in programming focused on current community, social, or political issues. The nominees for Public Affairs Program, Single Program are
Mideast Crisis Hits Home, WLVT PBS 39. Angel Dose, Mira Films. Enfoque, Estafas y Engaños, Telemundo 62. And Mind Over Matter, Youth and Mental Health, WVIA TV.
And the Emmy goes to Mira Films, Angel Dose.
Hello?
Hi, Kiana?
Yes?
Hi, Tara Khan. I'm a nurse practitioner. Do you still need the COVID shot?
Yes.
Okay. Let me call you back, and I'll let you know before. But it should be in the next like 3 to 4 hours. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Kiana. See you soon.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Now we need to take a moment to pause to meet our next Silver Circle inductee. From Pittsburgh, retired KDKA producer, Jill Neely.
As I stand here honored and humbled to accept this auspicious award, I can't help but ask myself, in the words of David Byrne of the Talking Heads, well, how did I get here? The answer is simple, not by myself. TV production is a team sport, and I've been fortunate to work with some real pros. Thank you to my dedicated team members over the years. You all became like family. I'm especially grateful to my own family, Jack, Matt, and Ruthie. Your support allowed me to work crazy shifts, holidays, and take phone calls at all hours. From my early days producing hard news at WPXI and KDKA, with wonderful bonus freelance opportunities at WQED, I got lucky with a second act to create and produce the lifestyle show Pittsburgh Today Live. For 18 years, I had the joy of inviting incredible guests to PTL to sing, cook, laugh, and inspire us. Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson, Broadway, TV, and movie stars mingled with local people, places, and happenings. It looked like fun, and it was, but as all producers know, we work hard to make live TV look easy. Thank you to Corey Martin for nominating me, to David Solomon for his invaluable guidance at WQED, and to everyone who's been a part of my journey. I am truly honored to be part of this impressive 2024 class of the Silver Circle Award.
We would be nothing without our producers, right? All right, so one-man bands, we all love them, and they've really become more prevalent. So our next nominees are excellent at their craft: shooting, editing, writing, and being on camera. The nominees for multimedia journalists are
Brandon Goldner, CBS News, Philadelphia. Madeline Wright, CBS News, Philadelphia. Nikki Dementri, CBS News, Philadelphia.
That was fast. Ooh, okay, and the Emmy goes to Brandon Goldner from CBS News, Philadelphia.
Even though it's hard work, this is one of Anthony Murray's favorite activities.
I really love planting trees and flowers. That's the best time.
For her, the sweat's worth the smells.
I love to smell the flowers, and it's different types of flowers. Some of them don't have all the smells, but they're really cool, and I like to get my hands dirty.
On this Thursday, dozens of people, including Murray, are getting their hands dirty as they plant several trees in East Camden.
Our next category honors excellence in news coverage of political, civil, or governmental topics. Here are the nominees for politics and government news.
Politics in a Can, CBS News, Philadelphia. Con altas expectativas, Telemundo 62. Entrevista exclusiva al embajador, Telemundo 62. The Mayor's Side Gig, NBC 10, Philadelphia.
And the Emmy goes to The Mayor's Side Gig, NBC 10, Philadelphia.
If you want to talk with the mayor of East Lansdowne, you could show up to a council meeting, maybe send an email, or...
I love it. I love it.
It's passion for the pickup.
So driving for me is therapeutic. All right? Hello?
Joe Bland's official job is serving the people of the borough.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
We have another college category that we do want to recognize. Student journalists are also learning to do all of it at their schools. So here are the college nominees for multimedia journalists.
Olivia Ossenmer, Penn State University. Justin Chavalella, Penn State University. Olivia Ossenmer, Penn State University. Angelica Rubin, Penn State University.
And the winner is Penn State University's Angelica Rubin.
In the center of Tallinn lies Vabadus School, the Freedom School, created in less than 4 months exclusively for Ukrainian students displaced by the war back home. Headmaster Olga Selecheva never thought it could be done.
First, my reaction was like, are you kidding? To make a school for 500, 600 students, and we have only summer, it's like, it's impossible.
Now, before I go, I want to introduce you guys to the next Silver Circle inductee. He's a friend and mentor to many here in Pittsburgh. He has celebrated 30 years at KDKA. Please welcome Ken Rice.
I greatly appreciate this honor and being recognized for not leaving. It was 40 years ago that this professional journey began, and young me would be as surprised as anyone that it ever got off the ground. Starting out, I was a big-haired bundle of nerves, in awe of the older, wiser folks in the newsroom and afraid I couldn't measure up. But through all of the self-doubt, through the unforgiving deadlines and the daily competition, what has outweighed all of that is the teamwork this job involves. I've been incredibly lucky to do this important work alongside such talented co-anchors and reporters, producers, photographers, and crew members. We all depend on each other, and it's been so rewarding to contribute to something bigger than the sum of its parts, something vital to the health of any community: honest, fair, and fearless reporting. So together, let's keep shining the light where it's needed, keep asking the tough questions, and keep seeking and reporting the truth, no matter where the journey leads.
And now from KDKA, please welcome Kim Gable.
Yeah, hi family. Good evening, everyone. And evening is exactly where we're going to start with this category. We want to start with the nominees for Evening Newscast, Smaller Markets. The nominees are
WGAL News 8 at 6, July 10th, 2023, WGAL TV. Baltimore Bridge Collapse, WPMT Fox 43. CBS 21 News at 5 p.m., State Trooper Shot, WHP CBS 21. Newswatch 16 at 6, WNEP TV. Noticias Univision 65, WUVP Univision 65. WGAL News 8 at 5 p.m., WGAL TV.
And the Emmy goes to WGAL News 8 at 6.
History burns in Harrisburg.
This is truly sad.
One of the buildings at the Broad Street Market heavily damaged. From Airview 8, you can see the extent of the damage.
We will rebuild it. We will rebuild the building. And we will rebuild its business.
What happened, how standholders are doing, and we look back at the history of the oldest continuously operated market house in the United States. And cleaning up in Berks County after inches of rain fell in a short time.
Our next category honors excellence in entertainment, variety, or visual and performing arts content. Here are the nominees for arts, entertainment, long-form content.
Wham! Rebop Boom Bam! The Swing Jazz, WVIA TV. 2023 Freddie Awards, WFMZ TV. The Heartbeat, CBS News, Philadelphia. Our City, Your Orchestra, Indigenous Art, the Philadelphia Orchestra.
And the Emmy goes to The Heartbeat, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Hour, you'll get to know one of the most sought-after conductors changing the way we hear and look at classical music.
You can reinvent this tradition and make it real for the people now.
See how the Philadelphia Orchestra steps off the stage and builds relationships within our community. It's so much more than just putting instruments in hands. You'll be inspired by a few instrumental players who are helping shape the future of young musicians while being committed to bring underappreciated composers from the past into the spotlight that they deserve.
We are just an avenue.
All right, a good one will make you want to watch or just stick around a little bit longer. These nominees demonstrated excellence in doing just that. The nominees for Sports Open Tees are...
Are You Ready? JRM Video Productions. Pittsburgh Penguins Spring Open. Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh Penguins Sports Open. Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
And the Emmy goes to Pittsburgh Penguins Sports Open, AT&T Sportsnet. Now, Emmy honors excellence in news coverage of medical topics. The nominees for health and medical news are...
Breast Implant Illness, WHP CBS 21. The Barriers to Healing a Broken Heart, WFMZ TV. Maya's Gift of Life, WFMZ TV. PA's Drug Repository Program is in name only, KDKA TV. COVID took part of her limbs, the Philadelphia Inquirer. El Rincón de la Salud, Cáncer de Mama, Telemundo 62.
There are two winners in this category tonight. The first one is COVID took part of her limbs, the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Grab your own things. You don't have to worry about asking anyone for help or trying to figure out how do I grab something. You just grab it, you know, like, oh, I can grab the lip gloss. I can grab the lipstick and put it on. With prosthetics, you have to figure out, one, which prosthetic am I using and how does it work? It's definitely a lot of work. I just try to like keep in my mind that I don't want to get overwhelmed, you know? And when you get overwhelmed, you feel defeated.
Our second winner is El Rincón de la Salud, Telemundo 62.
Estamos trabajando en una manera de detectar el cáncer antes de que se convierta en una enfermedad que molesta la salud de los pacientes.
De acuerdo con los Centros de Control y Prevención de Enfermedades, el cáncer de mama es el cáncer más común en las mujeres en los Estados Unidos, pero las muertes han disminuido a través del tiempo. La doctora Guerra nos dice que exámenes de detección temprana han ayudado a bajar esta tasa.
We now recognize excellent content produced around a community or public interest. These are the nominees for Societal Concerns, long-form content.
Murder on Pinetop Trail, NBC 10, Philadelphia. Fin del título 42. Telemundo 62. Give Me Shelter, Teens in Crisis, E-Media Works. You're Not Alone, WQED Multimedia.
And the 2024 Emmy goes to Give Me Shelter, Teens in Crisis, E-Media Works.
Always happy, never seemed to show any signs of being sad or depressed. On a site on his phone, he was confiding in strangers that were going through depression, and he was almost trying to help them. I feel like he was doing that because he was feeling the same way that they did, which that's the part that me and my family don't understand, is why he confided in strangers and not his own family.
All right, we're now going to turn our focus to the stories that give a newscast some flavor, be it personal, emotional, or creative topic. The nominees for News Feature, Light Feature, Single Reports are
Hospital Equipment Program, WHYY. Enchanted Water, Fox 29. The Man of the Season, WGAL-TV. Giant Coffee-Sized Dream, WNEP-TV. He's a Little Twisted, WFMZ-TV. Fighting for Recognition, CBS News Philadelphia. And Meet the Menders, the Philadelphia Inquirer.
And the Emmy tonight goes to Enchanted Water, Fox 29.
I'm very excited to come and see all the mermaids today.
I think that they're just magical.
Mermaid is part fish, part human. It's something really magical, but that feels possible. Yeah. Being a mermaid, oh my gosh, I'm like, it's so many things. I love it. But I just feel like...
Fox 29? No? Okay, we're going to move on. The next category honors the storytellers on the beat of consumer, business, political, health, science, entertainment, or transportation news. The nominees for Reporter Specialty Assignment are
Valeria Aponte Feliciano, Telemundo 62. Matt Barquero, WGAL-TV. Matt DeLucia, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Ashley Harder, CBS News Philadelphia. Jackie Ferris, WFMZ-TV. Chandy Chapman, WTAE-TV.
And the 2024 Emmy goes to Ashley Harder, CBS News Philadelphia.
More hustle behind the brewing and fermented beverage industry than what is seen. One cool fact I learned was that some of the first brewers were actually female. But that doesn't mean women and non-binary individuals have been taken seriously throughout fermentation history. Until now. Inside Love City Brewery,
I'm a very intentional brewer.
Hannah Godey has been brewing beer for decades.
I'm a storyteller, but with beer.
She uses her creativity to...
And it is time now to present our next student award. This category honors the best college, university student production newscast. The nominees are
Pitt to the Point, March 29th, 2024, University of Pittsburgh. Temple Update, March 28th, 2024, Temple University, TUTV. Temple Update, October 12th, 2023, Temple University, TUTV. Center County Report, February 2nd, 2024, Penn State University. Center County Report, December 1st, 2023. Penn State University. Center County Report, October 13th, 2023. Penn State University. Center County Report, October 27th, 2023. Penn State University.
And this year's Student Award for Newscast goes to Center County Report, October 27th, 2023, Penn State University.
Coming up next, new information on the massive manhunt for an accused killer after a shooting spree in Maine.
Plus, Palestinian protests in State College are met with pro-Israel counter-protesters.
And a somber anniversary. 5 years ago today, a deadly attack on Jews in Pittsburgh.
It's certainly not a win for anybody. This didn't bring anybody back.
Congratulations to all the recipients, and I have so enjoyed being with you this evening. But before I go, I do have the pleasure of introducing our next Silver Circle inductee. Please turn your attention to the big screens to meet longtime KDKA photographer Aaron Sledge.
My love for photography began as a student at Heron Hill Junior High School. My guidance counselor dubbed me Snapshot, and it stuck. After my senior year in high school, I interned at WIIC-TV. After shadowing photographers like Fred Tice, Ray Jeffel, and Jack Klingensmith, I knew exactly what I wanted to do in life. After working at KDKA-TV for over 40 years, I've met some incredible people and done some incredible things, like hanging out of a chopper, riding along with first responders, to being hundreds of feet underground with coal miners. And it's been a hell of a ride. I want to thank KDKA-TV for the experience and this committee for the recognition. Thank you very much.
Just a reminder that we have a great after party across the foyer for those who want to continue to celebrate after the show. And now, time to welcome from WBRE, here's Chris Bohinski.
You guys can give more applause to a non-nominee tonight. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like a politician up here. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm too tall to read these. I have to read from here, or I can read upside down. I truly can't see these prompters. Okay, thank you. The next award, 6-4. Viewers can turn off the TV at the end of the day without hearing the latest news from their communities. Right now, we honor excellence for evening newscast, larger markets, 1 to 38. The nominees are
Noticiero Telemundo 62 a las 6 de la tarde. Telemundo 62. September 13th, 2023. NBC 10, Philadelphia. Channel 11 News at 5. House Explosion. WPXI-TV. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at 5. WTAE-TV. Fox 29 News at 5. Manhunt Ends. Fox 29. KDKA-TV News at 6. KDKA-TV. Escaped Murderer Captured. 4 p.m. News. CBS News, Philadelphia.
okay. And the Emmy goes to, oh, silence. Fox 29, News at 5, Manhunt Ends.
Today is a great day here in Chester County. Our nightmare is finally over and the good guys won.
After 2 weeks on the run, convicted killer Danilo Cavalcante has been captured.
Law enforcement tracked him down in South Coventry Township, ending one of our area's largest manhunts in recent memory.
While the women and men up here behind me may wear different uniforms and different badges, we were here with common purpose, and that was to apprehend the suspect and keep people.
Okay, it's now time to honor the talented people who drive the tone and pace of a program. It's the individual craft achievement category for program host, moderator, correspondent. The nominees are
Shirley Min, WHYY. Jeff Hartney, The Production Pocket Knife LLC. Joe Woes, WQED Multimedia. David Highfield, KDKA TV.
And the Emmy goes to Joe Woes, WQED Multimedia.
What makes us all unique? We're celebrating diversity, emotions, and friendships on Cartoon Academy.
That doesn't look like him. Is it? Could I come up here and just get a trophy? Statuette? When you can't make it to the stadium to see the big game in person, the team you really need to root for is the one broadcasting the event. Here are the nominees for Live Sporting Event Game.
Steel City High School Football Showcase, JRM Video Production. Pony League World Series Championship, WVRC Media.
And the Emmy goes to Steel City High School Football Showcase, JRM Video Production.
As the temperatures dip in this town and the lights get bright, every team is searching for that spark to win the fight. The Moon Tigers, the comeback kids of the season, with their eyes set on punching their ticket to the playoffs. The Upper St. Clair Panthers, ready to rebound, with a young core knowing anything can happen in November if you get there. Because the best way to prove the doubters wrong is to prove yourself right.
Okay, it's time to shine the spotlight on, I'm sorry that I'm crouching, but I really can't read these. It's time now to shine the spotlight on reports that captivate viewers with their emotional and creative storytelling. The category is News Feature, Serious Feature. Single report, and the nominees are
Rose's Ring, WPXI TV. School Attack, WGAL TV. Teenager with a Forever Chance of Cancer, CBS News, Philadelphia. Un Rayo de Esperanza en Kensington, Telemundo 62.
And the Emmy goes to Rose's Ring, WPXI TV.
How can one ring symbolize so much? Love, strength, hope, and family. This is the story of the eternal love of Rose and her husband Morris that started with this ring in 1950. As the sun sets on a quaint Squirrel Hill street, one home is built on more than just a sturdy foundation.
My mom and her sister would.
Our next are people eating dessert and I'm missing it? Are you? Okay. Table 1, save mine. Our next category celebrates storytelling about the people and organizations who inspire us. The human interest long-form content nominees are
Good Souls, WHYY. 2023 Little League Challenger Exhibition, WVIA TV.
And the Emmy Award goes to Good Souls, WHYY and INC.
They encourage you to keep moving against the odds.
When you find a deficit, I believe it is your job to fill it.
Come get this food, change your life.
And they go above and beyond to help others.
This is the most rewarding thing I've ever done. Philly would be a lot worse if Level Up did not exist.
Who are these people? They're the ones you chose to be honored as this year's Good Souls.
So often, a broadcast requires a team effort, but right now, it's time for an individual craft category that celebrates solo storytellers. Those nominees are
Dave Eitzen, Fox 29. Joshua Alt, Classrooms Without Borders. Stephanie Kempton, K Iris Productions. Kelly DeSoy, WVIA TV.
And the Emmy Award goes to Dave Eitzen, Fox 29.
As long as we don't hear any screams, things are functioning well enough. Okay.
Can I take it? No. Thank you for my dessert. Ask and ye shall receive, right? Listen, we all work in news, and you know when there's food in the newsroom, vultures. So I know how people are around here. Okay. Now, it's wonderful. Now Emmy recognizes content that informs viewers about our community's most pressing issues and points them in the direction of positive change. The category is Societal Concerns, News, and the nominees are
Violence Interrupters, WPXI TV. Evolving Police, Hearts and Minds, WPXI TV. The Planet Streets, CBS News Philadelphia. Kensington Safe Injection Sites, CBS News Philadelphia. Extreme Home Takeover, The Philadelphia Inquirer. Malik Jackson Boxing Gym, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Xylazine Crisis, WFMZ TV.
And the Emmy goes to the most difficult word in the room, Xylazine Crisis, WFMZ TV.
At Hilltop Farm in Bucks County, the horses are itching to get outside, but the snow has other plans. This is Simon. He's a teenage Oldenburger being trained in dressage. Dr. Randy Bimes with Quakertown Veterinary Clinic is Simon's vet. Because horses can be anxious, a drug called xylazine is often used for procedures.
If we can use
Okay, my last duty this evening, aside from that cookie table, is to introduce you to our final Silver Circle inductee. It is my sincere pleasure to direct your attention to the big screens as we celebrate David Solomon.
Hello, everyone. I am greatly appreciative of this honor. They asked that we keep this to 1:15, so let's keep it simple. First, I want to show you the family that I love. These are colleagues I was privileged to work with. And these are productions I was proud to be a part of. I am grateful for this recognition. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I lied about my last duty. I truly was nervous to do this, and I skipped one of the categories before David Solomon. So I am sorry to everybody here. This was not part of the show. Okay, now we are honoring excellence in another college university category, spotlighting coverage of all that's hot and happening across campus. The nominees for college, arts and entertainment, cultural affairs are
August Wilson Archives, University of Pittsburgh. Beyond the Breaches, Emily Neal, Messiah University. Tartu 2024 European Capital of Culture, Penn State University. Beyond the Walls of Medieval Estonia, Penn State University.
And the long-awaited Emmy goes to Tartu 2024 European Capital of Culture, Penn State University.
Stina Leek is the founder of an Estonian community of creative people called Ayahuasca. It translates to brain vomit. If it seems like a peculiar name for an artist collective, well, Leek is no ordinary artist. She's a street artist who paints in public places and not always with permission of the authorities. Yet, she rarely gets in trouble.
When we, as artists, shoot
do some illegal work and should get caught by the police, then it's very likely.
Well, if you've never been to a Pittsburgh cookie table, just wait until you see what's in store at the official Emmys after party. Join us right across the hall from the ballroom when the show is over. And now, from Fox 29 in Philadelphia, please welcome Shawnette Wilson.
Good evening. A documentary could be intimate or emotional, quirky or inquisitive, or aim to educate, energize, or entertain its audiences. Often, the very best documentaries somehow manage to do all of those things in a single program. The nominees for excellence in the category of documentary are
Roar, Southern Columbia Football, WVIA TV. O Pioneer, Coat of Arms. The Lost Children of Carlisle, very local. A Hope That Lights the Way, Big Picture Alliance.
And the winner is A Hope That Lights the Way, Big Picture Alliance.
A person who doesn't have hope becomes a threat to himself, his family, and his community. They have no regard for life. And that's a dangerous place to be in, and that's a dangerous person to be around.
All right, Hope That Lights the Way, Dr. Moore, take on.
My name is James, middle initial L, Moore III.
Congratulations. This is a fun one. One day you might see them in front of a green screen pointing out clouds for incoming storms, right? The next day they could be in your neighborhood telling you where tornadoes touch down. They are the talented nominees in the individual craft achievement category for Anchor Weather.
Eric Finkenbinder, WHTM, ABC 27. Drew Anderson, Fox 29. Andrea Michaels, WPMT, Fox 43.
Drew Anderson, Fox 29.
A very busy day in the Weather Center, to say the least.
Yes, we had multiple tornado warnings, and I want to get started with a tornado warning that was earlier in parts of Burlington County. So this is some picture of some damage in Pemberton. And I see a comment from one of our viewers. You can always send us your pictures because...
I guess I will accept this for my coworker. The next Emmy category shows the strength and value of being inclusive in our storytelling and, of course, in our communities. Here are the nominees in diversity, equity, and inclusion short-form content.
Untapped Talent, Disability and Inclusion, UPMC Digital Content. B&L Male College Readiness Program, eMedia Works. Authentic Lives, Social Transition, WQED Multimedia. On the Front Lines, Human Rights Campaign.
And the Emmy goes to Untapped Talent, Disability and Inclusion, UPMC Digital Content.
So it is just like an unpaid internship that you would do maybe in college or some other type of job training program. So they are interns.
Project Search is a national nonprofit. In Pittsburgh, it partners with Goodwill Industries and healthcare system UPMC, which is the largest non-governmental employer in Pennsylvania.
I think I've grown just by being in this department.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Renee.
Sports fans know what happens on the field is only half the story. Right now, we celebrate feature stories that give us the rest of the details. The nominees for Sports Story News Feature are
2023, a poetic year in sports, Fox 29. Anything But Average, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Andy Jerpy, The Home Run Kid, AT&T Sportsnet. Bonds, Built from the Dirt to Hardwood, WPMT Fox 43. And Brubaker Brothers Bond Inspire Barons, WPMT Fox 43.
And the Emmy goes to Andy Jerpy, The Home Run Kid, AT&T Sportsnet.
The most exciting thing in America was taking place within earshot of Central Catholic High School on October 13, 1960. A 14-year-old freshman, Andy Jerpy, struggled to pay attention to his English lesson.
Well, they leave the windows open, and this guy's talking about how to diagram a sentence. And you're going, oh yeah, the dangling participle of the, and all of a sudden.
Is anyone here? The lights are so bright. Congratulations. Next up, I have the pleasure to celebrate the first of this evening's Gold Circle inductees. Now, you may not know his name, but may recognize his voice from his many years at WHYY. Please direct your attention to our big screens as we honor Ed Cunningham.
Hi, I'm Ed Cunningham here at WHYY, as you can see in the background. I'll tell you what, I spent many years in my career here working on the fundraisers, announcing and producing. Tell you what, I sold a lot of tote bags in my day. I'm retired now, but the station has invited me back so I can offer my thanks to the Academy for this wonderful honor, inducted into the Natus Gold Circle. It is just a wonderful feeling. I remember a number of years back attending a Natus award ceremony, an Emmy ceremony, and I did not win that night, but a wonderful sports writer, Jim Barniak, did. And what he said was, getting this award is like having a wonderful attaboy from your friends and neighbors, people you admire. That's the way I feel right now with this award. So thanks to Paul Gluck for nominating me for this award, and to my friends Gary Lindstrom and Gene Ashley here at the station. Before I go, by the way, can I interest you in a tote bag? Oh, this thing is a beauty, I'll tell you what. Carries all your important stuff, rich Corinthian leather.
Job well done. Our next Emmy category recognizes excellence in reporting that covers business consumer technology news. And the nominees are
Weaving the Way for NASA, Bally Textiles, WLVT PBS 39. Uhuru closes its doors, the Philadelphia Inquirer. 55 million pounds goldfish crackers, the Philadelphia Inquirer. ALS sufferer gets AI-powered voice, WHTM ABC 27. Sun Ra's experimental jazz, the Philadelphia Inquirer. Could low-tech stick shifts save lives? WHTM ABC 27. Miles de dólares recuperados, Telemundo 62.
And there are two recipients in this category. ALS sufferer gets AI-powered voice, WHTM ABC 27.
Still with his sense of humor, which he still has, but now sounds like this on a podcast earlier this month.
I look forward to our discussion.
Now with co-host Scott McCartney.
When he couldn't offer as much as he did before, I think it was, it was really unfortunate.
Eventually, most ALS patients lose their ability to speak.
So Marcia and Ben Baldanza wondered, could AI give Ben a new voice? But
And also, if we can have Miles Recuperados from Telemundo 62.
En febrero, Raquel Vadillo y su hermana fueron a visitar seres queridos y pasar un buen rato en su hogar en República Dominicana. Pero días después de llegar, todo cambió.
Mi hermana y yo salimos a comer y el teléfono me lo robaron el día 12 de febrero.
Al no encontrar el teléfono, Raquel dice que llamó a su celular utilizando el móvil de su hermana tan pronto sospechó que se lo habían robado.
Por favor, le voy a dar una recompensa de $1.
Magazine programs manage to weave a variety of stories together to create one exceptional, insightful broadcast. Here are the nominees in the category for magazine program, single program.
Only in Harrisburg. Very local. Guía para las compras de temporada. Telemundo 62. VIA Short Takes, number 403, WVIA TV. Chronicle, Slice of the Berg, WTAE TV. Chronicle, Pittsburgh After Dark, WTAE TV.
All right, so in this moment, I am now wishing I was the guy who skipped a category. There are 2 recipients in this category. The first one, pardon, it's in Spanish. I'm not going to mess this up. Telemundo 62, forgive me and please come up.
Llegó la época más festiva del año, pero a la vez nos pudiera causar estrés. La búsqueda por el regalo perfecto y pensando en todo lo que gastaremos. Pero no se preocupe, mi gente, que su equipo de Telemundo 62 Responde les ha preparado una guía para las compras de temporada. Así que saque lápiz y papel.
We also have Chronicle Pittsburgh After Dark, WTAE TV.
It's always something different to do. So it's not boring.
Now on Chronicle, when the sun goes down over Pittsburgh, the Steel City is still wide awake.
I'm in here because it stays open so late or the pizza's that good.
Both. Meet the Pittsburghers working all night long to get you ready for the morning.
It's not for everybody, but we're all night guys and night girls here.
Congratulations. Everyone knows the necessary ingredient to a great story is a great editor, and it's time to celebrate them. The nominees in the category Editor News Sports are
Reese Rosario, Telemundo 62, and Andrew Brown, AT&T Sportsnet.
All right. Reese Rosario, WWSI Telemundo 62.
En el sur de Filadelfia, en Queen Village, puedes encontrar una tienda que te transportará a tu niñez.
Juegos de mesa es algo que siempre ha sido importante para mí y mi familia.
Primero fue el restaurante, Queen and Rock Café, y luego...
He wanted his envelope too. It is time for another award to celebrate excellence in college broadcasting. The young people who serve as talent on today's college TV stations may be working alongside us one day very soon. Right now, let's meet the nominees in the category of college talent.
Carlos Garcia, Penn State University. A.J. Patel Talent Reel, Temple University, TUTV. Tyler Gallagher, Penn State University. Jace Orbarto, Penn State University.
And the winner is A.J. Patel, Temple University, TUTV.
Talent Crane has been handing out these magnets and stickers telling people what can be recycled and what can't be. But if you don't know, you can always scan this QR code and it'll bring up the Waste Wizard. This is how a pickleball is supposed to bounce. But on this newly renovated court, there's a lot of dead spots where it doesn't come up as high. Even at the age of 4, Lafayette, they're doing recruiting for their cheerleaders right here. Hopefully she doesn't get swooped up by the portal and NIL. Balmastro Pietro with the ball to the left of your screen. What's new?
Thank you for that, prompter. I think we're advanced one. No? All right, I'm gonna follow suit. Please direct your attention to the monitors right now as we celebrate the long and distinguished career of another Gold Circle inductee. From KDKA and WQED, here is Dave Forstate.
I would like to thank the Academy for this incredible honor. And I'd like to share this honor with my wife, Judy, whose love and support made my career possible. I've always wanted to be a storyteller, even in my early days of shooting film. It was in Kansas City that had the greatest impact on my life. It was a feature story where everybody was having a great time until tragedy struck. From there, I returned home to KDK, the station I grew up watching. I joined Evening Magazine, which was the most innovative show at the time, led by Liz Miles and John Burnett. Later, I was teamed up with feature reporter Dave Crowley, my partner in rhyme. I retired from KDK after 36 years, but it was Dave Solomon who helped me keep telling stories to this day with some of the greatest people that I have ever had the pleasure to work with. In my 5 decades, I have won numerous awards, thanks to the support of so many professionals that I don't have time to name. But know how much I appreciate you. However, my greatest reward is my legacy that my kids have given me. Thank you so much.
And now, please welcome to the stage a 2016 Mid-Atlantic Emmy Silver Circle inductee and one of the most respected journalists in all of Pittsburgh, retired KDKA reporter Harold Hayes.
Thank you very much, both of you. I was going to wait until the most respected journalists in Pittsburgh could get here tonight, but they couldn't come, so you're stuck with me. Thank you very much. I'm honored to be here with all of you tonight. The Silver and Gold Circle honors the career achievements of those who've worked 25 years or more and 50 years or more in the television industry, with the majority of those years in the Mid-Atlantic chapter. Throughout the evening, you've seen video presentations of this year's Silver and Gold Circle inductees, and now it gives me great pleasure to officially induct the class of 2024. In the Silver Circle, Reg Babanis. Joe Calhoun. Mike Clark. Evan Forrester. Berlinda Garnett. David Johnson. Jen Johnson. Jill Neely, Ken Rice, Aaron Sledge, and David Solomon. And in the gold circle, Dave Forstate. And Ed Cunningham, who could not join us this evening. But please give a round of applause to the 2024 class of the Natchez Mid-Atlantic Silver and Gold Circle Society. Now, Silver and Gold Circle inductees are nominated annually by their peers. If there's someone at your organization who qualifies for this prestigious honor, please nominate them by filling out the nomination form on our chapter's website, and perhaps they'll become a member of the class of 2025. Congratulations again to this year's inductees.
Please welcome to the stage our next presenter. Here is Brandon Goldner from CBS Philadelphia.
All right. I'm delighted to be here to announce the Emmy for our next category, News Excellence. While the award goes to the news director, the honor recognizes the entire staff in the newsroom. Here are the nominees.
CBS Philadelphia, CBS News Philadelphia. KDKA TV News, KDKA TV. WPXI News Excellence, WPXI TV. Pittsburgh's Action News 4, WTAE TV. WGAL News 8, WGAL TV.
And the Emmy goes to KDKA TV News, KDKA TV.
Matilda and Penn Avenue. This is where media is supposed to safely stand. But just down the street, closer down toward North Matilda and Broad, listen in, you can hear it right now in the distance.
Rocker, we're hearing this gunfire. Is it coming from police or is it coming from the suspect or back and forth?
Right. I think we just sent up a couple more drones. Was not the first time. The suspect did shoot at earlier previous drones, right? So right now it's an active gunfire situation right now. With that, I will leave you with that.
Now almost...
Our next Emmy category honors our chapter's outstanding education or school content presented in long form as a single story or as a program. Here are tonight's nominees.
Albie's Elevator Opera, Art Museum, WHYY. 2024 Digital School Concert, the Philadelphia Orchestra.
And the Emmy goes to Albie's Elevator Opera, Art Museum, WHYY.
At the start of the day, the sun says hello. It's shining my way. It's saying, let's go. It's so nice to hear the button go ding. Who could it be? My heart starts to sing. Albie's Elevator. Albie's Elevator.
We are fortunate to have some of the best photographers in the industry in our chapter. The next Emmy honors excellence in news and sports photography. Here are this year's nominees.
Dan Lee, NBC 10, Philadelphia. Brad Now, CBS News, Philadelphia.
And the Emmy goes to Brad Now, CBS News, Philadelphia.
We're on East Passyunk Avenue. On one way, you go to the Cheesesteak Corner, and the other way, you could go watch the Phillies. My name is Brian Kravitz. I am the co-owner of
All right. Our next category features work by a variety of organizations working to ensure the audience knows who they are. The effective nominees in branded content are
West Shore for Warriors, Sergeant Teddy Lloyd, West Shore Home. Ready for the Fight, Penn Medicine. Liftoff, a new era of Flyers hockey, Philadelphia Flyers. And for the love of Philly, Anthem Film, Philadelphia 76ers.
This year's Emmy goes to Ready for the Fight, Penn Medicine.
Desespero mis ganas por ti.
I've been to Penn Medicine 158 times in the last 10 years. Sometimes it's a little bit more serious, like today.
We now recognize stories from across the state. These entries rose to the challenge of finding a good story to tell and doing it in just one day. Here are the nominees for Daily News Report.
Blocked crossings cause headaches, KDKA TV. The Mullet Champion, NBC 10, Philadelphia. Balde de agua fría para los comerciantes, Telemundo 62. Fuga y captura de Danilo Cavalcante, WUVP Univision 65.
And the Emmy goes to The Mullet Champion, NBC 10, Philadelphia.
Hair gel, or spray, and my hairbrush.
They are Rory Ehrlich's mullet must-haves.
I was nervous.
And today's style, one of his most important.
I did not sleep. I was up every few hours.
After a year of growing, maintaining, and styling, today is the day.
I was on the...
Now the Emmy focuses on long-form lifestyle content. Here are this year's nominees.
Pizza, WVIA TV. Ed and Day in the Berg, very local.
All right, 1 second. And the Emmy goes to Pizza, WVIA TV.
The pizza here in Northeast Pennsylvania is the lifeblood of the community. People here love pizza in a way that you don't find elsewhere. It's a way of life. Old Forge pizza, pan-fried Sicilian pizza, pagache pizza.
Every single one of these pizzas has a story.
My grandmother went to the World's Fair in New York, and she saw them making pizza, and she said, I could do that.
Now, before I announce our last college award, I want to remind you about the chapter's scholarship fund, which helps diverse students from our chapter achieve their broadcasting dreams. Please consider donating to the fund by scanning the QR code found on page 28 in your program. Now, the last college award of the evening. College sports are a big part of life for many. Even after the college years have concluded, the college nominees for live sporting event or game are
IUP Com 360 Live Sports Football, IUP versus Gannon, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Marywood University Pacers Basketball, Marywood University. RMU Women's Ice Hockey versus Mercyhurst, Robert Morris University.
All right, and the last student pillar of the evening goes to RMU Women's Ice Hockey versus Mercyhurst, Robert Morris University.
Snowy afternoon here in the West Hills of Pittsburgh. We have CHA Hockey here for you on Flow Hockey. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this presentation of CHA Hockey. My name is Samuel Goldberg, and I'm joined alongside by Matt Simkovic. And Matt, these two teams played earlier in the season in which they split that series.
Yeah, of course. The Friday matchup, the Lakers were able to hang 9 on the Colonials.
Please remember that the after party is across the foyer. Come visit the Pittsburgh Cookie Table and continue with the celebration that starts immediately after the conclusion of our awards ceremony tonight. And now please welcome from WPXI in Pittsburgh, here is Gordon Lish.
Good evening. I have some good news. I'm almost the last presenter tonight. We're getting there. My wife did ask me to read quickly, so. The nominees for our next category represent stations from throughout the Commonwealth. Here are the nominees for News Feature Multiple Reports.
John's Journey, KDKA-TV. Xylazine Crisis Series, WFMZ-TV. El Poder de la Bondad, Telemundo 62. Bald and Beautiful, Unmasking Alopecia, CBS News Philadelphia. Cold Case Pennsylvania, WPMT Fox 43.
And the Emmy goes to, well, tonight, for this one, we have a tie. There are 2 recipients in this category. The first one, Xylazine Crisis Series, WFMZ.
Everybody's ready back there?
Is headed to a place of hopelessness.
Probably the saddest part of Philadelphia, if you ask me.
Rodriguez is part of the Girard Behavioral Wellness Center's Wound Outreach Program. The mobile medical team is on the streets 5 days a week in an area Rodriguez calls the belly of the beast.
See folks sleeping on either side, open air using.
Rodriguez was an addict before he became a treatment specialist 20 years ago.
Congratulations. And our other winner in this category, El Poder de la Bondad, Telemundo 62.
Esta noche aprendimos que no se trata de 1 ni 2 negocios que se han visto afectados por estos robos, sino al menos 4. Y es que se trata de vehículos que son utilizados para transportar las mercancías de los negocios.
Que nos roban los carros y no los podemos recuperar. Ese es más mi coraje, no es el dinero, es la impotencia que nosotros sentimos como hispanos.
En medio de este...
Next, we recognize excellence in arts and entertainment in short-form content. The nominees are
Philadelphia Drum Company, WHYY. The Self-Made Madman, Fox 29. The Heart of the Dance, WQED Multimedia. A Musical Heart, ASR Media Productions. And The Heartbeat, CBS News, Philadelphia.
And the Emmy goes to The Heartbeat, CBS News, Philadelphia.
We see beautiful murals throughout the entire city and wonder, what's their story? Well, we sat down with the local and international mastermind behind this one. He leaves little messages for those who view them. You just need to know how to look. You won't find the word kudoglyphs in the dictionary. Did you make this word up?
I did.
Oh my gosh, I knew it! But you will find them tucked away in the 260 plus murals.
This one actually represents Allen Iverson, the answer.
Crafted by international mural.
The nominees in our next category tonight are charged with telling stories that represent the diverse world in which we live. The nominees for diversity, equity, and inclusion in long-form content are
Discover Black Heritage, NBC 10, Philadelphia. Stigma of Domestic Violence Against Men, Fox 29. Barbers Against Violence, CBS News, Philadelphia. Equity on Ice, the Willie O'Ree Academy, WQED Multimedia.
I'm even putting him asleep over here. All right, and the winner is Equity on Ice, the Willie O'Ree Academy, WQED Multimedia.
I started playing hockey around 7 years old. Just practice after practice, I got better and better and really fell in love with it. As you get older and you start learning, you start to understand that hockey as a sport isn't extremely diverse. My greatest aspiration, I'd say, is to go to the NHL.
Hockey has always been a game of silver skates on white ice.
Weeks, if not months, of research are needed to tell the important stories that bring about change in our communities. Here are the nominees for investigative news.
SEIU Healthcare's Influence Over Mayor, KDKA-TV. Hitched and Glitched, WPXI-TV. Delayed dioxin testing in East Palestine, WTAE-TV. Kids for Cash, The New Crisis, WNEP-TV. Bus Patrol Ticket Investigation, WPXI-TV.
And the Emmy for investigative news goes to Kids for Cash, The New Crisis, WNEP-TV.
The cloud of what's become known as the Kids for Cash scandal still hangs over Luzerne County 15 years later.
Because I didn't understand how I could be guilty of a kickback.
It's believed to be our country's biggest judicial corruption scandal, but in its wake, another crisis is unfolding within Luzerne County's juvenile justice system.
They know the system and they know how it works, and they know right now, over the last few years.
Congratulations. Editors put the pieces of the puzzle together to tell the visual story that sets the broadcast community apart from the newspapers. These are the nominees for Editor in Content.
Sydney Bauer, Pittsburgh Penguins. Jeffrey Hartney, The Production Pocket Knife, LLC. Reese Rosario, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Andrew McIntyre, Pittsburgh Penguins.
And the Emmy goes to Sydney Bauer, Pittsburgh Penguins.
Let's take a little walk down memory lane, Yags.
I just want to say, I'm so happy I can play in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh was a lot of fun. I was 18 years old, so I came there, and everybody knew I don't speak English. I was the first guy who, from Europe ever played for Pittsburgh. So they were treating me like I was their kid.
Happy birthday, Yags.
I had so much fun. I never had that much fun ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emmy have just left the building.
Yeah!
Get a longer intro. High school and professional football take center stage with the nominees in this year's sports news category. Here are the nominees.
Ace Athlete, NBC 10 Philadelphia. A Philadelphia legend retires, CBS News Philadelphia.
Emmy goes to A Philadelphia Legend Retires, CBS News, Philadelphia.
In 2011, the Eagles used a sixth-round pick on an undersized center who was a college walk-on at Cincinnati, but would become an indispensable cog in the trenches, consistently dispatching much bigger foes, utilizing brains over brawn, speed and technique over brute force.
Let me get some!
Kelsey became a 7-time Pro Bowler.
Congratulations. Newsrooms across the chapter put in extra hours to tell a more in-depth story that impacts their community. And in this category, we honor that. Here are the nominees for News Special.
To Save the River, Save the Mountain, WVIA TV. Do You Know Me? Fox 29. Checks in the Mail, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Manhunt, Tracking a Killer, Fox 29. WGAL TV, 75 years of service, WGAL TV. Overcoming Hate, WPXI TV. KDKA TV's 75th anniversary, KDKA TV.
And this year's Emmy for News Special is awarded to Save the River, Save the Mountain, WVIA TV.
I was 2.5, 3 years old, and taking my bath getting ready for bed, and the water starts draining out. And I said to my mom, I said, "Mom, where's the water go to?" So my mom, she knew all about it. She said, "Well, honey, that goes into a sewer pipe under the house and out under the street."
And now it's my pleasure to introduce Natus National Chairman of the Board and President and CEO at Pittsburgh Community Broadcasting. Please welcome Terry O'Reilly.
Wow, those are bright. Hey, tonight has been a terrific night, and we have just a few categories left to go. So before we move on, I do want to say what an honor it is to be here tonight, and more importantly, what an honor it is to stand in the same place where Harold Hayes stood not moments ago. In no small part because it confirms that I am not the oldest KDKA alum in the room. Harold knows that I love him. He also knows I mean it. Sometimes it is the unexpected and how a team handles a situation that shapes them into being a leader in their television market. There were folks that did not know that their day would entail that when they woke up that morning, they rose to the challenge and would knock it out of the park. So here are the nominees for breaking news.
The Key Bridge Collapse, WGAL-TV. The Capture, NBC 10, Philadelphia. Good Day Philadelphia, Cavalcante Capture, Fox 29. Garfield Standoff, WTAE-TV. Tumultuoso Dia para la Familia Isari, Telemundo 62. Garfield SWAT Shootout, WPXI-TV.
And the award goes to Garfield SWAT Shootout, WPXI-TV.
Probably 100 shots you heard. Just describe to me what that sounded like.
It was just like a loud, like really loud firecrackers.
Right now, we're going to go out to Channel 11's Amy Hudak, who also just arrived just a few minutes ago. Amy, what are you seeing and hearing from your vantage standpoint?
Well, Gordon and Liz, I can tell you this is a very chaotic environment right now. We saw a ton of cars. We basically parked closer to Children's Hospital because we couldn't get any closer. A ton of emergency responders were just flooding into this area down Penn Avenue.
So for our next award, in-depth research and solid reporting are front and center. The category, health, environment, science, long-form content, and these are your nominees.
City of Soil, WHYY. Climate in Crisis, NBC 10, Philadelphia.
And the Emmy goes to City of Soil, WHYY-TV.
Garfield, known to Philadelphians as Farmer John, left behind a career in healthcare to create an urban farming community. She started her journey into farming by growing herbs for tea and now runs several programs under the Farmer John Agriculture Organization.
What y'all working on, weeding?
Yeah. These programs reintroduce Black and brown Philadelphians to organic farming practices and to the joys of growing your own food.
Yeah, that's a turn up.
How you eat it?
Roasted, some of the best things you'll ever have in your life.
Now, when we all turn on the news, we see our friends, you know, that person you trust, respect, and listen to when they provide you with the news of the day. It's because of them that we give our loyalty to a brand. So let's take a look at the nominees for Outstanding News Anchor.
Liz Kilmer, WPXI-TV. Lisa Sylvester, WPXI-TV. Gordon Lesh, WPXI-TV. Janelle Burrell, CBS News, Philadelphia. Jerry Gish, WGAL-TV. Maria Belen Smollett, Telemundo 62.
And tonight's award goes to Gordon Lesh, WPXI-TV.
As you heard from our Nicole Ford, who was out there reporting, she actually heard some of these shots taking place and said that she talked to a witness who said that they thought they heard up to 100 shots. We do not know of any injuries at this point, but that entire area is locked down. A huge police presence out there. They're asking everybody to avoid that area, stay inside your home. A very busy area, obviously, with the hospital so close by. We're working to reach out to them to find out if they're taking any safety precautions. And we also know that there's an elementary school just a few blocks away.
Niall Gordon was just up here, and I think he went backstage. So we'll accept that on his behalf, and I'll take it home. He already run one. It's now time to honor the people who helped remind us. Oh, there he is. Gordon, you should have stayed. Now it's time to honor the people to help remind us all that we are in this game of life together. So let's take a look at the big screen for this year's nominees for Features Human Interest Reporter.
Ann Shannon, WGAL-TV. Christine Sorensen, KDKA-TV. Matt DeLucia, NBC 10 Philadelphia. Jan Carabio, CBS News Philadelphia. Priscilla Ligore, WFMZ-TV.
And this evening's Emmy goes to Matt DeLucia, NBC 10 Philadelphia.
And in case you're wondering, it is still illegal to take someone else's sign. But if you don't want to throw yours away, you could do your own kind of recycling, maybe as a coaster or a work of art.
I hate to see anything wasted.
And now you know, there is a way to...
Well, it appears that Matt isn't here, and since Gordon took his back, I'll take Matt's instead. Who is playing tonight? On the count of three, everyone shout out your favorite sports team. 1, 2, 3. I can't hear you. Better. Now let's take a look at tonight's nominees for sports talent.
Barbara Barr, WGAL-TV. Jenna Harner, WPXI-TV. Josh Getzoff, Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Roberto Vinces, WFMZ-TV.
And tonight's award goes to Jenna Harner, WPXI.
Secondary scoring once again an issue as well. Brian Rust, Sidney Crosby with the only 2 goals on the night. No goals from the third or fourth lines. To the Steelers now, how tough is TJ Watt? According to Tom Pelissero, Watt severely dislocated a finger in the first quarter of the game. Believe it or not, he popped it back into place and just kept playing.
Okay, we do this right. We're going to be out of here by 10 past 10. Lots of time for cookies. This next Emmy Award recognizes stations that created video projects and promotional campaigns that serve the viewers, improve their lives, and get them so much more excited about tuning in. The category is News Program Promotion PSA Campaign, and these are your nominees.
Pitt ACC PSA, the University of Pittsburgh. New Jersey Stillbirth, Trail Pack Media. Youth Speak Up Lehigh Valley, United Way of the Greater Lehigh Valley. Science U 2023, WPSU Penn State. And Camp SEN Video at Music Fest 2023, Service Electric Cable TV, TV2.
And the award, oh man, paper cut. Oh, you think it's funny. This is like, somebody's gonna have to call OSHA. There are 2 recipients in this category tonight. The first, New Jersey Stillbirth for Trail Pack Media, please.
Prior to this pregnancy, I'd never had any issues in pregnancy.
It wasn't until he was born that we realized that something was really terribly wrong.
We weren't prepared for what we were told. I remember being asked, did I want to hold her? I was not in the headspace at that moment.
I laid in bed for several weeks.
It's not been the same since.
Stillbirth can happen to any pregnancy. Learn more at...
And the second recipient tonight is Youth Speak Up for Lehigh Valley, United Way of the Greater Lehigh Valley.
Mom, I don't want to hurt or scare you, but sometimes I just feel like it'll be easier not being here. The pain feels too big, like it'll never go away. I don't know how to get through this.
You know what this is? It's the last one. But before I present the last award of the evening, I do want to congratulate all of this year's recipients. I am reminded that there is a cookie or two awaiting everyone across the way at the cookie party, so please attend and have a little fun. Now, when it comes to this big award, when it comes to running a respected news operation, it takes talent, it takes instinct, leadership, and a whole lot more. These next nominees have risen to the top when it comes to accuracy, clarity, relevance, and innovation. So now let's take a look at this year's nominees for overall excellence.
WVIA, the world via television. WVIA TV. WTAE-TV, WTAE-TV, CBS Philadelphia, CBS News Philadelphia, WPXI Overall Excellence, WPXI-TV, KDKA-TV, KDKA-TV, WGAL News 8, WGAL-TV.
Oh, the pressure. The 2024 Mid-Atlantic Emmy for Overall Excellence goes to, if I can get this out, CBS Philadelphia.
Barbers United Against Violence. We're trying to save them from being a statistic.
It's about us having compassion for the young brothers and not judging them.
This program for me is black men working together to try to save other black men in Philadelphia.
There's opportunities and knowledge of those opportunities.
I'm watching it, literally watching it change lives of young people.
I always say when it comes to our young people, we want futures and not funerals.
It gotta be us.
Thank you for joining us for the 42nd Annual Mid-Atlantic Emmy Awards. Please be sure to take all of your belongings and pick up your statues in the statue room. Any statues not claimed will require the recipient to pay for shipping. So mark your calendars right now. The 2025 Mid-Atlantic Emmy Awards will be held Saturday, September 20th at the Philadelphia Marriott downtown. I'm Jim Buchanan. Remember, it's not what you say, but how you say it that counts. Have a great evening. Good night.